Star Wars Hunters is a game that has many gameplay elements that raise a lot of questions, such as can anyone break through Sentinel or Slingshot shields, or what ultimates can be cancelled and how, and no doubt many more. So today is the start of a brand new series of Hunter testing videos, which I answer some of your biggest gameplay questions. So in today's video I will be talking about the ultimate abilities and whether or not they can be cancelled, but before I do get into all of that, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with the notification bell turned on to never miss a piece of Star Wars Hunters news and videos like this. Finally, before I do get into it though, I do want to say a big thank you to my good friend OneSpeed06 for the verification and assistance with this video. Be sure to subscribe to his channel, the link will be in the description, and don't forget to join the Ultimate Hunters Discord server. A link to that is in the description below as well. So going in order of what is in the game, Aaron's ultimate can be cancelled during a very short animation period, so that ultimately does come down to luck, but whilst he is actually using his flamethrower, the only way he can actually be stopped is if he is killed. So J3, for example, cannot pull him, and any knockback effect won't have any impact on him. As for Diago's ultimate, he of course can be cancelled if killed, and I believe if you use Gros's charge or boulder or J3's pull, or even if Char is using his ultimate, that will pretty much just run down the timer of the ability and basically cancel it anyway. So basically any stun apart from the shock trap should essentially be able to cancel Diago's ultimate. As for Amarx, this is one that can be cancelled if she is killed, but also any stun can cancel it as well. So if you do see Amarx using her rockets, you can just use J3 to pull, and that should be able to cancel her ability. J3D and Reev are very much the same in that if you kill them during their ability, they will of course be cancelled, but then also any stun will cancel them as well. So again, that could be J3Di's pull or Gros's shoulder charge or anything like that. Utun is a bit of an interesting one. It takes some time for them to get into their ultimate ability with the transition, so if you kill them during that transition, then it will cancel the ability. And I'm not sure if you stun them during that transition, that will cancel it as well. It's possible, but I've not actually seen that or been told that either. But whilst they are actually using their ability, they obviously have some bonus health. So the best way to cancel it during that ability is just to damage him as much as possible, because the more you damage him, the shorter his ability will actually go on for. And then after that, there's a transition going from the ultimate back to normal, so it does leave them very vulnerable for quite a bit of time. Scorer's ultimate pretty much cannot be cancelled. Apparently there is like 1 or 2 frames in animation where it could be cancelled and not have any use, but that is very, very lucky to be able to do. So for the most part, Scorer's ultimate cannot be cancelled. Of course, if she hasn't thrown it, but she does have her ultimate out, it will just drop to the floor if she is killed. But if she does throw it, there is of course no way to be able to stop that from happening. Sprocket is very similar to Utun. If you're using his ultimate ability, then it can't be cancelled, because once you put that turret down, that is essentially it. Sprocket can just go off and do whatever he wants, so if he is killed, nothing's going to happen. But the turret does have a health system like Utun, so the best thing to do is just start shooting at it and deal as much damage to it as possible, because the more damage dealt to it, the shorter its life cycle will be. As for Zena, this simply cannot be cancelled. As soon as you use her ultimate ability, she will just put that flag down and that is it. Zena will just go off and do her own thing, and that flag doesn't have any health or anything like that, so there is essentially just no stopping Zena. Moving on to the tanks now, Chars can be cancelled via stuns. It used to be unstoppable so that you just couldn't stop him whatsoever, but now if you are J3, I believe you can pull him. But certainly if you're an enemy Char using your ultimate, then you can stun the enemy Char as well using your ultimate. So obviously it's a bit of a risk, because if there's 2 Chars with ultimates going at each other, then you both risk losing it, but equally you could come out on top. But it is certainly something that can be cancelled with a stun, but pretty much nothing else, or unless of course if you take him out. As for Gros, he of course picks up a boulder from the ground, so during the transition animation of him picking up the boulder, if you use a stun on him or obviously kill him, then that will cancel the ultimate ability. But once that boulder has been thrown, then there is of course no stopping it, unless you are another Gros with an ultimate, because if you put your boulder into the enemy Gros's boulder, then that will just destroy both of them. It is also worth saying that with the boulder, if you are in a door frame, do not use the boulder, because if you pick it up, then it will just slam the boulder into the door frame and destroy it. I have had that happen on Death Star Crossfire before, so make sure that doesn't happen to you. Sentinels can't be cancelled, of course. As soon as you use it, 2 stormtroopers will come down, so that cannot be cancelled in any way. The best thing to do for this is simply just to kill the troopers as soon as possible, as they do have health, and they are fairly weak as well, so it's not actually difficult to kill them if you do see them. Finally, with Slingshot, of course, with his ability, it can be cancelled if he is killed, but it can also be cancelled if he is stunned as well. Even with his shield, Sentinels stun will go through it, and I imagine J3's pull will as well. So if you do see Slingshot bouncing up and down with his ultimate, and you are someone that does have a stun of some kind, make sure you time it well to use it to be able to cancel his ability. So guys, they are all of the ultimate abilities with each character in the game so far. Things like this may change in the future of the game, and certainly when more hunters are added, then an update to this video might be necessary, but I likely won't do a video like this now until at least 6 more hunters have been added to the game, or unless any drastic changes have been made. So hopefully you guys did find this video useful, and let me know what kind of hunter testing videos you'd like to see me do next. That is going to be it from me today though. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the force be with you always.